You know, even when you talk about cars, 50 cars, just by the way, that you don't have, Parliament doesn't have a role to play. And when Wetangula comes out, he looks very judicious, and people may think he's a lot of wisdom. But where was the wisdom when Parliament was interrogating Musalia Mudavadi? Who is completely... in fact, it is more ridiculous to interrogate, to vet Mudavadi than Kass. I mean, where were they? Where was this wisdom? Anyway, that's beside the point. Another besides, or aside, my son Gagusha, there's this narrative that one, Raila is finished. And two, the people of this country are tired and they want to move on. This narrative becomes even more laughable when the people say even the people of Nyanza are now tired of Raila and want to move on. Now, this is a dangerous narrative. And it's the same people peddling that narrative that will tell you Maandamano failed, or bring it on, do it every day if you wish. Just remind young people that Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini led the Iranian revolution. He was not a young boy. He was a fairly advanced in age. Just to remind the same young people, including my young son here, that the president of the most powerful country in the world, Joe Biden, is not a boy of 20 years. Just to remind the same young people that a former prime minister in Malaysia, was it Indonesia, Malaysia, was recalled when the prime minister had messed the country. A man in whose house were found stacks and stacks of currency bills, dollars, euros, and everything. I think if you remember that clip going around. The prime minister being recalled to stabilize the country was 93 years old. Please, young people.
Indeed.
And when you talk about Maandamano failing, you go and tell that to the businessmen in Nairobi who have lost billions of shillings. Tell that to people who understand the economy, that this Maandamano failed. In fact, the government, by listening to such a young people who are full of blood and flowing and energy, which is good because they are my young children, think you can apply force to stop demonstrations or mass action. In fact, I want to educate some of these people. The days of applying force are behind us. They are gone. For many reasons. Top of the reason is that the client you are handling is a different client. The people have changed. You saw those ugly vehicles, splashing water at high speed, and the boys are standing and face it. You saw a young lady telling off a policeman, a young girl, telling off a policeman, a girl, barely 20, telling a policeman off. So the people have changed. And those in power must know you cannot ignore people when they come out, in the numbers they came out. That is a statement no president can ignore or should ignore. Secondly, nobody should allow the country to get to a position where the people are going to defy law and order, where people are going to face the police. You throw tear gas and they throw back at the police. We are going to create such ugly scenes, we could lose this country. And I've been crying on my YouTube videos, that this country is too good to go down. So with this mentality, you can push the country to breaking point.
Okay.
Because honestly, state, I think also education is good. There is state and the society.
Yeah.
In the modern world, state is weaker than society. Society is stronger than the state. Government is weaker than the people. And the power today, Trevor, is negotiated power.
Okay.
You rule through negotiation. All the way from your political parties, you seek them to nominate you, up to winning an election by negotiating with Kenyans. And maintaining that power, you negotiate with the citizens by giving them some sort of hope.
Yeah.
And when things are bad, you talk with them, well, we can manage this one, we can't do, there's no maize in the world. You negotiate.
Okay.
And with the opposition so that they don't knock you out of power. Because the work of the opposition in any country is to want to occupy your office the following day.
Okay.
Any opposition in the world.
Okay.
Now to your question. In management of conflict, You and your wife, Trevor, I don't know whether you have a wife, you're still a young boy, can have conflict in the home. There are many options you have. You can ignore her.
Yeah.
And go and have a drink with the boys and come back at midnight and sleep. But have you solved the problem? She can sulk, just serve you food, or even give the house girl, and she goes to bed. That's an option of ignoring each other, but it's not a very good option.
Okay.
That option of saying Ruto should ignore Raila is not a good option.
Okay.
Ruto ought to listen to the people of this country, not even Raila.
All right.
Not to ignore Raila, not to ignore the situation, because ignoring the Raila means you ignore the issues Raila is raising.
Okay.
And that's not good for the country.
All right.